very popular tractor out there. Not marketed very much in this country. I think most of the ones that are over here are over in preservation. The big difference between the British tractors and American tractors. American tractors are very much drawbar tractors. They don't have a hydraulic system like we have on ours. Because their fields are so big and their implements are large, they can't kick them on the hydraulic, they usually towed behind. Ford's diesel major, but one has actually been converted. It's got a much bigger engine and it's never left the factory with that engine. The big Ford turbo diesel engine and big wide wheels on the back. And this is done to do some of the tractor products. Some of the classes have massive brake engines in, but this is one of the lower smaller classes. But it has had a go at the tractor product, hence the big wheels on the back. It does make you wonder if tractors we see nowadays are very much bigger than the ones we've seen this afternoon. Of course, diesel major. This time, they also have something called Field Hill. They build dumpers, they build loading shovels, all sorts of things. This is actually a shunter. These could have been used in railway yards, dockyards, things like that. But used that big bar at the front, they could actually push the railway wagons about rather than having to drag them about with the feet. Massey Ferguson 135, developed from the original little grey Ferguson after Harry Ferguson sold it to Matthew Harris, became Massey Ferguson. It's a very, very popular tractor, 4-cylinder diesel engine, transporter box on the back. Field Marshall tractors, built by the Marshall Company in Gainsborough, and this one's got winch mounted on the back of it. It weren't terribly popular as a complete general part of the contract. They came into their own with the traffic contract now, and that's where a lot of them were doing. Still a great Ferguson there, designed and developed by Harry Ferguson. Following that, Nuffield, one with the cab on the down. Nuffield was the tractor division of the British Motor Corporation. And it was owned at the time by Lord Nuffield, so that's how their tractors were called the Nuffield. Again, quite expensive tractors, however, quite popular. Other than the Grey Ferguson, they started out with petrol only, then petrol paraffin, and then diesel. Standard Coulson, four-time box with a narrow winch. Very, very basic, simple tractor, started on petrol. When it's got hot, turn it over onto paraffin, and it'll run all day quite happily on that. This is a narrow wing version because during the war, that was Ford's commitment to the war effort. They reduced the width of the wings. Another of our Ford's diesel majors with hydraulic linkage on the back. Completely original with Ferguson. It had a nice new exhaust put on it, but that's about it. 135, again in original condition. 4-cylinder diesel engine, 3-point hydraulic linkage on the back. Harry Ferguson actually invented that, and that's still fitted to every tractor today. Over to America again now with John Deere. Very distinctive green and yellow tractors. Only a 2-cylinder petrol engine. Now, I've never known how John Deere managed to get so much power out of a 2-cylinder engine. We were running with 4-cylinder engines here. He got the same power with 2. A right crop version, single front wheels in the middle of there, and the back wheels can be moved in and out to adjust from the road to crop. Again, purely a drawbar tractor, no hydraulics on it. Another little Ferguson 35. When Harry Ferguson sold the company, first of all they came out grey and gold for about 18 months, Massey Harris. They changed the colour. This one's petrol paraffin. It's been a bit unusual because by this time that's a bit of a rarity, having a petrol paraffin one. They were all gone over to diesel. David Brown, made up in Huddersfield. This one is not a farm tractor. It's a haulage tractor used on airfields for towing bomb trailers and heavy equipment out to the aircraft from the depot. Very, very nice, very heavy tractor, very heavy wings because, as I say, it's not going in fields, it's on the road, and the heavy wheels give it plenty of grip. Heavy must go. This one's fitted with the wings on the back as well. Horse and diesel major. When these first came out, about 1953, it was the first time you could actually buy a Fordson tractor from Fordson fitted with a diesel engine. Prior to that, you had to have your own diesel engine fitted or your supplier fitted for you. And this came out the factory with the engine in. This one's the power motor. We started out with just a diesel motor. We had a power motor, then a super motor, and squeezed a little bit more power out of it. Very, very popular tractor, and mentioning tractor pulling, you go and ever see that, have a look at some of the tractors, because they might have an absolutely huge engine on the front. If you look at the back ends, they're very often, these Fordson motor back ends, they were so well built, so heavily engineered, that they can stand the power of massive engines. Fordson Company only produced that size of tractor. Suddenly found they were losing out on sales with little Ferguson. So they produced the Dexter, the small tractor, 3-cylinder diesel engine, very, very popular tractor, but they never actually got round to knocking Ferguson off the main spot. So they ain't no hydraulic linkage on the back, they're very, very popular little tractor. Standard Fordson again, since the time pre-war, with the wide wings, the one that the Land Army girls would drive. Only one pedal, halfway down was the clutch, all the way down to the bottom was the brake on the back wheel only, go around, and probably the wheel way. Right, I've been asked to put a crew out for Michael Rappaport. I hope I've got that name right. Michael Rappaport, he's got his strength is not the very well. He's been looked after by our first aiders in the refreshment tent, which was down towards the past the ice cream van on the left there. Michael Rappaport, his friend is asking for him. So for Michael Rappaport, and I may have got that name wrong, that sounded what he said, would you please go as quickly as possible to the refreshment tent. Your friend who is not very well is waiting for it. Thank you. With the Fordson Company, which cost the tractor business to the Ford Motor Company. After a number of years, they decided to drop the sun bin off and they just came forward. We also started to build some much bigger tractors and they changed the design. So once we've seen so far, all got a nice rounded body on them, all of a sudden they went to a very square shape. The strange thing was, Massey Ferguson did the same thing at the same time. So I don't know quite what the connection was there, but this is a much bigger tractor than the one we've seen before. The E27N, this was the larger of the tractors. Came out just after the standard Fordson. Now 1947 they came out. And again, petrol paraffin engine. Very popular tractor, very high ground clearance. And this one's all fitted up with the electric lighting as well. It's probably got electric start. It's a bit unusual, but all these things were an optional extra. And with all of us